Um, on June 19, 1903, in Yorkville, New York City, Henry Louis Buster Gehrig was born. He would go on to play 17 seasons of professional baseball for the New York Yankees. However, due to his early retirement at age 36, because of ALS, his professional career came to an abrupt end. What is ALS exactly? It stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Amyotrophic is Greek. The A means no, the myo means muscle, and trophic stands for nourishment, so no muscle nourishment. The lateral stands for the areas in the spinal cord that signal and control muscles and where they're located, and sclerosis is the hardening or scarring of muscle tissue. The main things that are affected are your motor neurons. They go from your brain to your spinal cord and send signals out to your muscles for them to do your daily activities. And due to the progressive degeneration of the motor neurons, it leads to their demise. So which basically means because they're not getting the signals or food that they need, they start to die off. These motor neurons control your voluntary movements, such as reaching out to pick up your cell phone or stepping off the curb to cross the street. And normally someone with ALS, they tend to lose their ability to move, eat, speak, and breathe. It is a fatal disease, but there's one FDA-approved drug called Riluzole, and it slows the progression down, but it doesn't, because it's fatal, it doesn't necessarily cure it. According to the ALS organization, half of cases that come in live up to 3 years, 20% live up to 5 years, and 10% live 10 years or more, but it depends on who the person is. For example, Stephen Hawking was diagnosed when he was 21, and he's still alive, and he was diagnosed 54 years ago, and Stephen Gleason was diagnosed 6 years ago. There's two forms of ALS. One is sporadic and one is familial. The most common is sporadic, and that counts as 90 to 95% of all cases found in the world. Basically, that means that they don't really know where it comes from. You just get it. The less common one is familial. It's inherited, and it counts for 5 to 10% of all cases, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's inherited from like parents to children. It could be grandparents to grandchildren or great-grandparents to great-grandchildren. It's more common in males than females. However, once you get higher up in the age range, the gap between the two closes. And normally you are diagnosed between the ages of 40 and 70. In conclusion, although it's a fatal disease, researchers are still looking for new therapies and drugs to help those going through this have a less painful and easier time.